of contesting for the presidency. Is the John Mahama camp shaken by their intentions?
Well, sources within the camp tells you that at least he is comfortable with the national figure of 6 million that he had. In the last election, the percentage that he obtained at the primaries to lead the party, I think was almost about 80% or so there, but I stand to be corrected. But they are quite confident that, nobody in the party as of yet poses a threat to him in terms of standing against him. And also the fact that they feel he's the most marketed as it stands now. They are not really faced with anybody who makes an intention or even goes to pick form. In fact, from my sources within his camp, they're actually encouraging a lot of people so that it doesn't appear as if he's the only one who is going there. They want a lot of people, as once they are qualified, per the dictates of the constitution and that of the NDC as a party, they should go ahead and then pick up the nomination form and contest him and give him a run for his money. The different thing is that this time around, both the presidential and then the flag bearer race and then that of the MPs is going to run concurrently. So while John and Dr. Dufour presumably and then Kojo Bonsu will be running, it means that they'll be doing that alongside the members of Parliament as well. This is a new strategy that the NDC has done in terms of reorganization to actually put the party at a pedestal that they think should be now acceptable. They've had issues about allegiance and others in the past where, they felt that some people had infiltrations here and there, and also to cut down on the spending of money, because, of course, you and I know that in this game, you spend a lot of money, people buying votes here and there. If they are doing all of it concurrently, it will be quite difficult for people to be able to spend so much money. Even though they still will be spending money, it will be quite difficult for people trying to fix the system by splashing money here and there. And it's really to cut down on the amount of money that people will be doling out to the delegates and all that. That's the more reason why they have had to do it running concurrently, just like how they do the national one.
Interesting turn of events. So we expect that the nomination will be open until what time?
Well, I'm told it's supposed to be for 2 days. So yes, so they have just very, between today and tomorrow to be able to do that, and also the fact that now everything is to be accessed online. You don't necessarily have to go to the party office, and do that. You can access the form online as well. So if it's anything to go by, I think they themselves have had these issues or the discussions or the preparations, before the opening of the nominations, and it's accepted. In fact, in speaking to some of the MPs in Parliament on the new arrangement, they have had cause to say that it's the best arrangement. In the past, you're looking for forms to pick, and somebody, because of his or her interest, is hoarding the forms, and you're unable to have access to it. They want to cut out all of that. The more reason why they are making it, the time is quite limited. They have March, just next month, they would be going to the polls. I think March 23rd or so, thereabout, they'll be going to the polls to elect the flag bearer and then the MPs who will be leading them. So it's going to be quite a daunting task for the NDC, but they say that they are up for this. They have everything in shape. They have everything in place in terms of the preparations, and that they are ready and poised for 2024.
Kamla, I thank you very much indeed for your time, and I know that you will update us once the deed is done. So So it's official. John Dramani Mahama will contest the 2024 elections on the ticket of the NDC. According to Komla Kluche, his camp also encourages others to file to contest so that it doesn't look like a one-horse race. William, did you see this coming?
Well, I've just heard two names apart from the former president.
Right, Kojo Bonsu and Dr.
Kojo
Komla
Bonsu, Dr. Komla Dufo. And I'm aware that Dr. Dufo will pick a form. I mean, I'm aware he's going to go ahead. I'm not too sure. Because the last time Kojo Bonsu was in the race, he pulled out. If my information is right, he pulled out.
That's right.
And I don't have any information as at now whether or not he's going to go ahead and file his nomination this time. But I don't see him going back this time. I mean, that would have given him some image. So hopefully we'll have the three of them on the ballot box. On ballot paper.
Ballot sheet.
And is it May they're having the primaries?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're encouraging others to come on so it doesn't look like a one
race.
Why is that? I mean, it should be a natural course of events. I mean, if it's one man, that's it. The party wants to save money. So, but the Dr. Dufo twist has been up for discussion.
Right.
People have said, the party itself has said that they are looking at touching the economy of the country and putting it right. Dr. Dufo has expressed his interest. He's done a lot in that space. Former governor of the Bank of Ghana, former finance minister, an astute banker, owner of a bank, and so on and so forth. The initial challenge was whether he had been cleared by all the investigations that were going on around him. As we speak, he's not been put before court. So the assumption is that he's clean, he's going to go, and I'm sure they will vet him to see whether he qualifies to stand. So as I'm saying, and even if whether he wins or loses, I think the NDC still has a lot to take from him in terms of what they want to do in the space of the economy.
Right.
Yeah.
So whether he's going to go as a running mate, he's going to go as a finance minister.
But to the extent that he's decided to run a parallel campaign to contrary to what the party, because the party said, look, is it Ahuto projects or what?
Yeah,
right?
in fact, I was going to, when Sami JP
but
came,
they said they have resolved the issue.
So bring the Ahuto project to us.
Yeah, I think he has.
And then we will drive it for you. But he went ahead and launched it.
The Ahuto project was not his campaign. It was a strategy to get to the grassroots.
But William, we all know that it's towards an end. There's a means to an end.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It was a strategy. And so maybe the way
what?
To get to the grassroots. And so the party said, look, you are not doing this as an NDC person until you consult us. Then we will give you the direction. So donate the thing to us. Help us to share. If you want to supervise, fine. And I think that has been resolved.
But he went ahead and did it. I mean, so if you're looking for collectivity within that space, and then you go ahead and do it, again, as we always say, intention and the action is important.
Yeah. So whatever message that sent out, the communication officer of the party has said it's been resolved. And I'm sure whatever resources he has, you put it at the doorstep of the party to move on. But as to how he's going to contest and win, that's what I call the real campaign.
Right.
And this week he met the press at his office, IFS. He put his intentions clear. He opened up. He said, even if you want to ask me about how I buried my mother, I'll tell you. And so he answered questions on free SHS. He said, look, if he had the opportunity, he will maintain the program, but he wouldn't run it the same way.
Is age on his side?
Okay, so the age issue, I mean...
How old is he at this point?
Maybe William will know because he was at the press conference. I'm sure that came up at the press conference.
But I had to leave because I had other commitments. Right. But the age issue, as soon as, anytime you raise it, he has said that the age comes with the experience that he has.
Okay.
You understand? And so if we are looking at experience, should we look at the experience in terms of the numbers? And then he has actually done a piece of artwork.
But the numbers, the numbers will favor John Mahama, because at the last elections, contrary to what he had, about 4 million in 2016, which gave the NPP almost 1 million vote difference, he bounced back to 6 million. And we also could see that play out in the numbers in Parliament, where we have 137 plus 1.
That's right.
So for somebody who lost painfully and the worst electoral defeat in the country's history on the presidential level, to have bounced back in 2020 almost at par with the government in power, it looks like he has better prospects in terms of the numbers and visibility and marketability.
Yeah, visibility for sure, because we've seen him do a number of engagements, not only on the domestic front, diplomatic, all of that, international, lending his voice to the current state of affairs, economics, and so on and so forth. So I can see why Johnny would have that perception of him, of course, being a front runner with visibility and so on and so forth. But we are hearing also Dufour's voice in the matters. Now that he's opened up also for the press to get involved, we'll be seeing more of that. But on the issue about having your own agenda, for example, and keeping it to yourself, we've seen on the side of the NPP, GTP, Great Transformational Plan.
Right.
And others were saying, well, why don't you give them that plan if it's so great and so transformational? But no, he also has his aspirations and his vision. And he has a way that he will execute it with the team he thinks he can.
But the issue with Dr. Dufour was that...
Do you need that, especially given the fact that you want to consolidate all your efforts to be able to take power away from the NPP? Because that's the NDC's thinking now. Do you need to run splinter agenda? Because one of the things that made the NDC lose the 2016 election was because there were boys and girls from Mahama, this and that for this and that for that, and they couldn't consolidate all the efforts. 2020, everybody was talking about the economy, how it is. They were perhaps too sure that they were going to get victory. They didn't again consolidate the efforts, and then the NPP won, even though the numbers, didn't favor the NPP. If you look at it, if you had 1 million votes now brought down to 500, you had 169 MPs now brought down to 136, 137, then there's clearly a loss on your side.
Well, then that's something that I think that maybe parties can take into consideration, Johnny, as you say, maybe looking at what happened with the NDC. If you have too many things running concurrently, as opposed to having a concerted effort. Right. But you have to think also, as an individual, you have your own aspirations and your plan. If you consolidate it too much, you get lost in the soup.
But in that vein, the two parties have taken a cue, especially the NPP. The NPP is saying that, look, we have 11 or so individuals.
Right.
In the past, we've had 17.
That's right.
They're saying that when the 11 or so individuals come for vetting, they are going to scale the number down to 5, if that's what...
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's in the way they've taken the step towards curating that issue.
I'm curious how the party wants to do that if all people beyond the number of 5 are qualified and they display...
Oh, no, they'll still have a way to cut. Once they've said it means they have their criteria, they will definitely cut. And luckily for the NDC... Definitely. And maybe, luckily for the NDC, they also have a character that is not attracting too many competitors. So it is the brave ones, maybe few. Right. So that's why we are speaking about just two.
Okay.
Two now. So going forward, we wouldn't have too many.
I hear you.
Yeah.
The Functional Executive Committee of the party has, however, put the opening of the nominations for parliamentary primaries in some constituencies on hold. These constituencies are Ayawasa Central, Amasamang, Afram Plains South, Akwetia, Efutu, Gomoa Central, Amenfi East, Evaluate Jera, Asin North, Pusiga, Takwa and Ayenswano, Adansia Sokwa, Offense North, Ahafuano North, etc. From Plains, Ahafuano South, West, that's Edujaman, Bosume Freho, Asante Achim Central, Manso Edubia, Menshia South, Subing, and Fomina. The Functional Executive Committee will in due course announce the dates for the opening of nominations in the constituencies named above, signed by Fifi Kwete, who is the General Secretary of the NDC. We'll try and work the phone lines and see if we can locate him. But we've been joined on the phone line by strategic leadership icon, expert in fraud prevention and security consultant, Richard Kumadu, who has duly purchased his parliamentary primaries nomination form today, Wednesday, 22nd February, and has begun the process to contest the parliamentary slot on the ticket of the NDC in the Sege constituency, Adan West District. Today, we will speak to him. Richard, good morning. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Why are you deciding to contest this election on the ticket of the NDC particularly? People saw you to be a man in the middle, a security expert, analyst, consultant. What's going on?
I've always been a centralized person. In a matter of fact, I'm a central left person by ideology. But why Parliament? I had a call to come to my village, and when I got there, they asked me to lead a battalion to parliamentary war this time. I believe through strategic leadership and serviceable leadership, we will be making a meaningful gains at the Sege constituency. And remember, Sege is not far from Accra, but when you come to Sege, many of the things that our people deserve, they didn't have it. And some of us have been there. We have a global stature. We have a national stature. We have served this country since 1996. And we've seen it all. And I think we can put some of those experiences at the disposal of the young ones in particular.
Who called you to come and contest?
My village people. I'm from Goy. Goy is it's on the coastal side of Adanwe. You remember there used to be this man called Francisco.
That's right.
The NDC manifesto that President Rawlings signed with his blood, he bought it. And he used to own Sweat, and he used to own many companies. Most people don't know that is my answer. But my training puts me in the middle. And Johnny, you have been with me for all these years. I've been on your programs. I've been on TV3, all these TVs. I have my partisan position as a coming. I'm for Ghana. And I think I will remain so. What is important is that I'm going to Parliament on the ticket of the NDC whilst I maintain a national stature. And that is what Ghana needs at this time when things are not going the way it needs to go. Leadership is important, and that's what we bring to the table.
The NDC has a side, so your claim of being in the middle will be disputed by many people because the MPP would not say they are in the middle. So once you're lining with the NDC, you are no longer in the middle. Somebody will say because you could have contested as an independent candidate. What do you say?
Yeah, that's a valid point, but the fact still remains that you will know them by their fruit, and those who know me will know that. If it comes to Sege here, it's even the MPP guys who are pushing me to go to Parliament more. Because the regional chairman of the MPP, the Greater Accra regional chairman of the MPP, is my first cousin. We come from the same place. And my stature within the political space, what I bring to the table, my nationalism and Pan-Africanism, and believing that a black man is capable of resolving all his problems and become a better person, and match up with many of the people who travel and be with across the globe, it's what puts me ahead of some others. Yes, so people have the right to say you have aligned with a political party. Political party, fine, but then we are individuals as well. And when you go to Parliament, you represent the two parties in your constituency, both the NDC, the MPP, the CPP, and almost everybody. What we need to do is when it becomes a personal decision you are taking and when it becomes a party line you are following. And I think that is the distinction many of our guys have refused to align with. And that is why we run this country down the way we have done. Even though our parties are wrong, we still follow them. No, Chief Commando is a new breed, and we want to bring a new thing to the table. And that is to say that we stand for what is right, what is truth, and Ghana must come first.
Sege is a rather complex constituency, but it is also known as a safe seat for the NDC. Who else within the NDC has intentions of contesting with you?
The current MP that most people don't know is called Christian Osise. He finished at Dance Secondary School 1991. I finished at Dance Secondary School 1992. Initially, he said he wouldn't contest. From what we are hearing last week, he will be in the race. And it is better they come more so that we put ideas higher, we raise the status of the Sege constituency. I have moved office and residence to Sege, and Sege is coming up. Now people are realizing there's a constituency called Sege. We are on the global map because of the global stature God has given some of us. As many of us as we can, we will be decent, we will put Ghana first, and we will wage a campaign that is full of productivity and creativity. And in that way, irrespective of the number that comes, I'm sure God has put me ahead and I'll come out victorious.
I see. Well, I wish you all the best, and let's see how things pan out.
Thank you. God bless Media General and Johnny and the crew in the studio. I'm grateful.
Thank you very much. That's Richard Kumado. He's a fraud and security expert, one of our resource persons, and his declared intentions to be, he said he still remains in the middle. Why are you laughing, William?
He declared his intentions, I think, sometime last year, isn't it? Sometime in September.
He's the middle of what?
Well,
you can't declare your intention for a political party and be in the middle. The middle of what? I just want to understand the middle.
You heard him. He was explaining. You didn't listen to him.
I mean, I don't.
You didn't listen to him.
I listened, but I mean, if you have declared for MPP or NDC, you can't be in the middle. If you go independent, then it is. I mean, the fact that you are contesting a certain constituency which has other parties, and you have named one of the parties on whose platform you want to stand, then you have left the middle. That's clear. So you should have been bold to say, look, I'm going for the NDC. I believe in their social democratic
that is what he has said.
And then that would negate his middle agenda. So that one, you shouldn't say it anywhere again.
Let's take a few phone calls. 0592928795 and 0208227290. 0592928795 and 0208227290. Those are our phone lines to call. We're still working the phone lines to see if we can get to speak with Mr. Fifi Kwete or Sami Jamefi or some of that. But our first caller is here. Good morning. Papa.
Yeah, Mama, Charlie, you're right. Hey, only voice too much.
Talk to me.
Mr. Johnny, good morning.
Morning, bro.
And morning to Willie and then the prophylactic Helen. And good morning.
Good morning,
my dear. Good morning. Charlie, the way the system is going, you know, look at before the 2016 election, see what Bawumia's wife was even saying. Bawumia's wife. Today, you should go and ask her to tell us the situation now. All what she said has reflected on them rather than your mama. You understand? So now, it's essentially your mama is coming, and that's what we want. But to be frank with you, we will not discourage any other person who wants to vie for the presidential, within our party. Everybody is welcome. At least when you come, you will pay some money. Is that not it? So it will help our campaign. So no problem at all. Nobody should discourage anyone. But we know the person that we're going with.
I hear you. Thank you so much. Grateful.
Have a good morning, my brother.
You too. Bye. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Gershon.
Gershon, talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think one of your colleagues over there got it all wrong. He did not understand Kumaro. Yeah, I'm not sure none of you over there.
I can't hear you. You have to speak up.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
I'm saying that one of your colleagues over there did not got it wrong. I'm not sure there is none of you over there who doesn't you vote, but it doesn't prevent you from doing your profession as a journalist. Kumaro has a profession that is champion week.
Right.
It doesn't mean that when he's an MP he cannot do his profession. If he said I will still be in a minute, I will do my job as it is. The reason I'm even happy for him to go there is that if you look at Tuesday, apart from him being on a signboard that you see, you will not even hear him. He doesn't do anything. Look at between the Tege and Batov route. Look at the way it is. They are not doing anything about it. Nothing. Even the former MP, Abayate, was far better than him. I don't see the reason of that change Abayate. That's the reason why they are suffering.
Okay.
Have enjoyed the day.
Thank you very much. He says that William is getting it wrong, that you can still have your profession and still choose a side, because we as journalists, we practice our profession, but we still vote for a side in an election. Let's speak to Uriah and then I will get your response. Uriah, good morning.
Good morning, Johnny. Good morning.
Talk to me.
Johnny, you spoke about leadership and governance, and you spoke about how wrong people have been put in the position that is not helping. And I believe that is what has brought us where we are right now. Right. And the same people are there, and then they are asking us to burden share or to reason with them. How is this going to help? Because if somebody who is not fit to be in an office is occupying that office and they are making losses, and we are giving them the taxes each and every day, whatever you buy in Ghana, unless you choose not to spend or not to eat or to wear, you pay tax. And those same people are there. Yesterday we spoke about environmental issues.
Right.
And I don't know how this is going to run. But when you walk or you are taking a walk from Chiachi all the way to Ghana Lake, East Legon, you check the mahogany trees that have been planted, serving as windshields, are being cut down every day. And you ask yourself, who is the authority? Those people who are encouraging us to plant, are these same people cutting down the trees? And it is serious. Check the cluster of banks over there. People have bought land as residential places and they want to use it for business. And because of that, they want to use their entrance as parking lot or parking street. And they are bringing down these mahogany trees. And I don't know who is responsible for checking this. Most of the programs you are running, we touch and we leave it. But they are serious issues. And these same people come and they donate big sums of money within the community to join them in planting trees. And I don't want to lie and go to hell. I don't join. I don't clean gutters because I don't litter. Those that are living are the same people destroying the country. And we have to be very serious. We need like a whole month, Johnny, to discuss some of these things that you are tackling on air.
I hear you.
5 minutes, 2 minutes start is not enough.
I hear you, Uriah.
Serious issues.
Thank you, Uriah. Grateful for your time. 0592-928-795 and 0208-227-290. 0592-928-795 and 0208-227-290. The Voice of the People segment here on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. William, you have a response?
I'm in the middle. I didn't understand him, but I if he's an MP, he's still a fraud and security expert. I mean, that doesn't put him in the middle. In the middle of what? Is it the middle of the political divide or the middle of the political space?
His space. His argument is that we as journalists, we vote. In fact, somebody even said that even the electoral commissioner who's supposed to be counting the ballots and declaring one person votes. So what's the point? What's the big deal? That's what he's asking.
But as soon as you vote, you are not in the middle. You vote for a political party, so you are not in the middle.
Okay. Fatal is joining us from Kaswa. Good morning, Fatal. Assalam.
Hello. Yeah, Johnny, good morning.
Morning. Assalam.
Good. Yeah, wa alaikum salam.
Let's hear
you. You see, Ghana, our leaders are building the solid foundation for corruption, not solid foundation for prosperity.
Hey.
Yes, you can see a father who will go to Sunday school and then go and buy admission or what so-called different from a school, 20,000 Ghana cedis. You are nurturing that child to be a corruption person in future. And so you use that money to buy that form, and you make sure that you are going to do all means to also put the 00 in the office you are working and cook that money. And you are now teaching the child that when you also go to opening the school, come and do this. You do that. You put that money together and let the child go to what is the name of that university? What's the name? Our university, the university. Our leaders have been going all the time. They come and mention, I am completed this university. Then brigade, then university. The child will come. They are the same people who are coming to lead us. They are the same people because Ghana will believe in qualification. If you don't have degree, what have you? Nobody mind you. Nobody care about you.
I hear you.
You understand?
Fatal.
So we are building a solid foundation for corruption, not solid foundation for our future.
I hear you, Fatal. Agbesi, you are in West Legon. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. John.
Yes, sir. How are you, bro?
Bro, I'm fine, man. Everything's fine.
Talk to me.
And I want to talk about the vetting about the Mr. Brian.
Okay.
And so forth. You see, this is what they have been doing in the parliament. And this and they are asking you questions. Then you are asking your friend, so you don't know me. So the Ghanaians, this is the thing that they have to be looking at. This is what they have been doing in the parliament every day, now and then. When serious things, and then they have to put a competent person in. They look at their friend, this and go and do it. So this is what the Ghanaians should be looking at. The coming 2024, the same thing, they will organize themselves, pack themselves well. You come and say that, this is my friend, so you don't need to ask me so many questions. So, Johnny, and also, so as we are talking about this, what else can we do to clean the country? That's my worry. What else can we do? Is it the talking alone or anything else? Something else that you can do to change something about this country? But what I'm saying now, I'm not seeing any hope. I'm not seeing any hope. We are just talking. Nothing is moving. So talking alone, can it change the country for us? So you guys have to do something so that we can stand on it and do something about the nation. Thank you.
Agbesi, Akpe. Is that? Okay, Canino. Samuel, you're in Kaswa. Good morning.
Yeah, Johnny,
Samuel, you need to turn down the volume of the radio set.
I'm fabulous, yeah. Is it okay now?
Yes, it's better. Talk to me.
Okay. For these leaders, the only God will have mercy upon them. Actually, I come from my own package, the Valentine gift I won on your program. So I've not heard anything. That's why I called.
Are you up? Then you didn't come for it, too.
No, you told me they will get back to me. They will call me. I think reach you,
okay.
Whatever.
Hold on the line and speak to Janet, right?
Okay.
Janet is on line too. Okay, and you can also call DJ Phil. Are you sleeping on duty? DJ Phil. We'll be talking Gobe shortly, and the Gobe Festival is coming up on the 4th of March. Yeah, the 4th of March.
And what am I waiting for? Ever should have been the finest. Turn the mic on. Let's go. Come quick, Kubani. Chill up. Yo, when I wake up in the morning, Bob and Coco is calling. And what am I waiting for? Ever should have...
One thing is beans, mix up nice. But as you know, we're heading towards the very first Gobe Festival, 4th March. 3FM is bringing the best makers of beans and gari and everything else, Gobe together for 4th March.
Anytime, anyhow, you could Gobe. Guabana rice, guabana pie. Combination nigga tie. Police the gobe, doctor the nurse the gobe, bank manager put the gobe, lawyer it the gobe. Oh yeah, 3FM one gobe festival. Fuck to match on the bado center. I know this with TV. Now you ready? If you show come wood, I'm done again. It's for plenty. Give a shot so what 10 tests. So what when I go for one on checking. Made to Canada though. It's a clutches.
3FM Sunrise.
Finest. Turn the mic on. Oh, you on.
Start your day. Sunrise on 3FM.
Chill up. Yo, when I wake up in the morning, Bob and Coco is calling. And what am I waiting for? Ever should have been the place to the local jogging. Because join the queue, Bob Bear, 10 cities in the egg too. Pia water then China, my 10 cool. Chalamuya go back to Mohammed Kudus.
Kubani there with Gobe. Driving us straight into the 4th of March 2023, the Gobe Festival. 3FM Gobe Festival. Being seen that's never happened before. It's a novelty. And Asoriba is the lead for the project, the Gobe project. Asoriba, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Hughes.
How you doing?
I'm Gobelized. I'm Gobelized.
Charlie, how are we getting ready for the 4th of March?
Okay, so I want to say a very good morning to our lead for the Gobe Festival. It's called Massive Gobe, or Gobe Massive. Yes, and all the team that are ensuring that we have a successful maiden edition of the Gobe Festival. You know, Johnny, one of the local delicacies that has really suffered under the hands of eaters is Gobe.
Why do you say that?
You see, the combinations are enormous. The combination, tea bread and Gobe.
That's Nigerian life, Nigerian way. Bread and beans. That's how they call it. Bread and beans.
I have a certain imam friend. Anytime he sees me, he will bring the Gobe, bring the tea bread, and on top of it, bring tea. So we are drinking
small education.
Yes.
I want some small education for the uninitiated. When we talk about
what do you mean uninitiated? You don't chop. You know they chop beans.
I the chop beans, but I want to know when we say gobe, is it the combination of the beans and the plantain and gari, or when you say gobe, what makes up gobe?
See, anything with the base of the beans, the oil and gari is gobe. Anything.
Okay.
So you can add rice, you add pear, you add egg, you add
banana. The foundation of gobe, to have gobe, what are the vital ingredients?
Okay, beans, gari,
beans,
zomi,
ngo.
Yes.
Now your friend no gobe.
Yes.
Gari beans. Ngo.
Fantastic.
Now your friend no gobe. Gari beans.
But you tell musician now.
Now your friend no gobe. Koko song it's in the song.
Okay. Now I'm educated.
The folklore. But that's one of the ways we can keep our history is to put them in songs. You know, the last time I was at a wedding.
But now you convert to a historian. Tell us about Fort March.
So the last time I was at a wedding, Johnny, and I realized that they've served all the local delicacies. TZ, fufu, konkonte, banku, and pesi. They were all there. And I was wondering, but one of the local delicacies that most Ghanaians enjoy, I've never seen it being served at a wedding before.
You are right.
Pauli, Senior, have you seen gobe being served at a wedding before? No. That is not fair. We have not been fair to gobe.
Well, but people actually serve beans too. I've seen that before. Beans too. I mean, these days people go beyond the regular davi. You know, preparing the beans on one side, having the red oil on another side, and the gari on one side. People actually go to the extent of adding some tomato here, and pieces of fish,
with rice,
and then so it's easy on you. So that one is also there. That's served.
We are not
looking. We cannot be
broadly enough.
That one is still not.
It is gobe.
Oh no, it's gobe. No, because there's the base of palm oil.
Don't come and
don't come and destroy the food as if we don't know what it is.
No, you know.
We are crack people. We chop gobe.
So how do you like your gobe?
On the it is not about how we like it. At the festival, we are going to have gobe. The Davi style. We are going to have gobe beans stew.
Thank you.
With yam.
Thank you.
With rice.
With rice. With banku. With kenke.
Yes.
Can you verify this information?
No.
Is it true?
Because the truth of the matter. No, wait. The truth of the matter is that DJ Phil, give us a song.
Now, but have you ever tasted bean soup?
Yes, of course.
Hey.
Why not?
Yes. So as for gobe, that's what I'm saying. That as for gobe,
yes.
Please don't pull the wool over my eyes. Bean soup
element. Yeah. We say it is a universal solvent.
Right.
Okay.
Because you can actually prepare palm soup.
Yes.
And then have beans in it, right?
Okay.
My
favorite is banku and beans.
Okay.
You see, I think the objective should also include promoting beans,
right?
And all the things that nutritious.
You know how this gobe festival came about? We were in the production office one morning, and we were having a conversation as to why people are so eager to go and donate their sperms because there's demand for it. After Samani's, documentary,
right?
So we interviewed nutritionist Fred Amase. And then he made it clear to us that beans is one of the ways or one of the food that can help individuals develop rich sperms.
That's right.
So it improves, your fertility. And it gets beans. And all this while we didn't know. So then why don't we honor beans? So we want to honor beans.
Okay.
As human beings.
Okay, you have told us where it's coming from. I think that our listeners now want to know where we are hosting it.
So
what we are expecting.
On the 4th of March.
Radio time how?
No, Chairman, you see. Sometimes when you go straight to the point, the ladies will bounce you.
Oh no.
you have to circumnavigate.
Boss, they will bounce you anyway if you have the nice words.
Can you get it again?
Let's go.
Yeah. So on the 4th of March.
Super.
Yeah, it's a Saturday. And then it is happening right at a certain location that nobody can miss. Tete Kwashi Interchange. We are making history.
Right.
So when you get to Tete Kwashi Interchange, there's a place called Chocolate City. But Chocolate City is not popular. But we say Tete Kwashi Interchange. The roundabout there. You see that roundabout? There's a big foyer there. So when you are even on the
bridge,
foot bridge, you see the place. When you are at Villaggio, you see the place.
Right.
When you are at Accra Mall, you see the place. When your plane is about to land, you see the place.
Right.
So that is where we are going to have the Gobe Festival.
On the 4th.
On the 4th.
What time do we start?
We start at 9.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. But they not Gobe are ready.
Okay.
And people will be eating the Gobe from 9 a.m.
But people eat Gobe at 7 and 8. Helen, what are you doing,
It's
Helen?
the best time.
Helen, you live in a glass house, man. What are you talking? Gobe is a human right, though. It's a national security asset.
That's why we want to honor it.
Right.
So this is the first ever Gobe Festival.
So at that on Saturday the 4th of March, we're going to get different vendors, different Gobe vendors, because there are some of there's actually red beans, William, right? Red beans.
Yes.
Red beans.
Yes.
And then there's people who also do Bambara beans.
Yes.
And add the little guy. Growing up, we just had Aboboy.
Yes.
And then the Tatali.
Yes.
These days I see people adding Gary to that one.
Yes.
To solidify. So they're Jinsu Kakra.
Yeah.
So we'll have the different strands of beans. But the base, beans, Koko, any Gary, any Tatali, and only base.
Yes.
Whatever you want to add to it, that's your problem. But they will be there.
Some people like the beans and kelewele.
Yes. Some like beans with pear. Some like beans with corned beef.
Yes.
Some like beans with egg. And that one, it's the egg, the gas is.
No, somebody told me that at Achimota School, they used to serve them beans with salad. Was it your time?
Beans with salad. With salad. The secondary school does the salad. No. So maybe you can say onions. They can cut onions and put it on it. Even that, if you're going to have it with kenke,
okay.
You know that the beans with kenke, you actually then don't add gari.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just the beans with the red oil, and then you can have some pepper, and then you can have your kenke.
Slice some onion on it.
Yeah, you can feel.
Yeah, but in Kumasi we even combine the beans with okro. Yes.
Yeah.
In Kumasi we do that.
What kind of a combination is that?
That's what I'm telling you. That as for beans
Beans with okro.
yes, it's a universal solvent. As for beans, in fact, who invented it? Gobe.
Well,
it's a question we are asking.
I'm told it's from the Republic of Volta region. Our brothers and sisters from there. They have the patent to it, so we're bringing it down. The patent is there, but we're globalizing Gobe. On the ticket of 3FM.
And on the other side,
with Nee actually leading the team, I have no doubt, because he's a connoisseur of food.
No, he's a Gobe massive.
He understands Gobe, the Gobelity.
He's a Gobe massive.
Yeah.
And you know what? William has not been enthused about events and like Gobe Festival.
Right.
So I'm trying to find out why William Esedu of present memory.
No, he said he will come. He has told me. Do our patrons need to pay something to get?
No. Those who are coming, they are coming for free.
You are coming for free.
By the vendors, those who want to vend. Okay. Right. If you have a Gobe joint, you want the whole world to know your Gobe joint, how sweet it is, how delicious. Please come. You are paying just 300 Ghana cedis.
Okay. So what's the number to call?
0243 72
Take your time.
1148.
Do baby, you have to take your time
let's do the charismatic way.
No. You and Helen will do it.
0243.
No. Mention it in P so Helen can do the English version.
0243.
Okay.
But this is English.
Yes.
1148.
Charlie, your 3 lessons have gone.
0243.
She.
243.
Okay, she am for
She.
Mienu. Enai. Miensa. Enson. Mienu. Bako. Enai. Enwache. 0243 721148. So apart from the Gobe vendors, maybe you have a kebab stand, you do kebab, you have a local.
Gobe too can go with kebab.
Yeah. Last time, hey, campus, hey, free. Oh, I want Gobe. And so say, I say, huh?
Charlie, let's pick a few calls.
Those want to vend.
Yes, those who want to vend. And then let's know your favorite Gobe joint. 0592928795 and 0208227290. Which is your favorite Gobe joint? Who do you want to see at the Gobe Festival on the 4th of March 2023 at the center of Accra? It's a question interchange. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Johnny.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year.
Many happy returns. What's your name and location, please?
Michael from Nima.
Talk to me.
The Gobe, it will be the full meaning.
gobelization, gobelity.
No, the full meaning. I know it has an abbreviation.
Okay, you tell me. What do you know?
Oh, Gary, oil, beans, and an egg.
So it's Gary, oil, beans, and egg.
And an egg.
And so I agree with you. So you can't take the egg out.
No,
but brothers are worried about the beans and egg combination.
That what they make you blue to know.
Charlie, which is your favorite gobe joint?
Oh, some joints be in Malamata. You know, they have the staff over there. So one, it is very, very, very complacent.
I see.
They add peppers, the green pepper to it, in addition to the one that's not been grinded.
Okay.
So you add it to your meal this morning, you are done for the day.
Done for the day. Charlie, thank you very much. I'm grateful. Thank you. See you on the 4th. Good morning.
Good morning. Salam alaikum.
Kosami. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam.
I think as for cover, I think it has so many different varieties. I do my own myself. Have you taken the jollof before?
Gobe jollof.
I'm telling you.
Hey.
I'm telling you, serious. You cook it like jollof. Without, oil. And so, if you finish, you can put your oil on it, or if you want, you can just leave it like it and take it. And it's very, 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 very sweet.
I see.
Very, very sweet. You can take it to your tea and you enjoy it.
You take gobe jollof with tea.
With tea.
Hey, Kosami.
Serious. If you don't want to come, I'll give you some. I take it too. You take it too. In the daytime, if you take it, my mother, you can live up to the evening and you don't take anything.
Kosami, is that your secret to long life?
Yeah, that's one of my secrets. Because Johnny, I take beans a lot. Because I prepare it myself.
I hear you, Kosami. Thank you so much. But you live close to the Nima market too, so beans they offer the qua. Thank you very much. 0592 928 795 and 0208 227 290. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. I can hear you. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm fine. I'm Kweku from Nungwa.
Which is your favorite gobe joint?
My favorite gobe joint is located at Accra Police. There's a small back gate. There's this woman who sells the gobe there. And what makes me like the gobe is the gari is huge. And you get it the water of the gari when it's poured onto the thing faster. Obawo. That's the proper word.
Obawo. Thank you. Thank you. See you on the 4th, yeah? Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, bro?
Great, Johnny. Area here.
I'm greater than Accra. What's your name and location, please?
This area.
Okay. And your favorite gobe joint will be?
Recently, I've been to the Accountant General's department, and when you just enter into the compound, just look left. Nobody will tell you what is happening.
So there's gobe accountability at the Accountant General's department.
Johnny, this is 3FM. You are reporting live from East Legon. Just when you enter the compound, see where a lot of people are queued or standing. Nobody needs to introduce to you what is happening. Go and check. From ministry to Mokala people, the Kibu students. Oh, goodness.
This is evidence-based reporting.
Just enter. 3 steps into the compound. Don't go more than 3 steps. Check your left-hand side. It is not voting. It is not ballot box that is being monitored. People are queuing for Gobe.
See you. Let's see you on the 4th. Thank you very much. We'll check out that beans joint. Good morning. You are final caller, Bright. How are you doing?
I'm good, Johnny. How are you doing yourself?
Charlie, I'm greater than Accra. Which is your favorite Gobe joint?
Johnny, I'm eating Gobe right now, so when I finish, I'll come back again.
Where did you source it from?
I'm eating Gobe. It's a competition. I'm actually in a competition with my guys.
Hey,
so when I finish, I'll come back.
Wait. So you and the guys are sitting now eating Gobe in a competition?
Oh, yes, of course.
Wow. Where did you guys buy the Gobe from?
Oh, this is just a small joint in Teshi.
Okay, I see you. Win the competition. We'll talk tomorrow.
All right.
All the best. Hey. Okay, Gary Jollof. Jollof. Charlie.
You know one thing about
Godwin, I said, come.
You know one thing about
Godwin, come.
Gobe.
Yes.
It has no class.
Yes.
The rich, the poor.
The rich, the poor, the powerful.
And no matter how rich you are, you won't buy,
You can buy plenty.
Yes.
Small.
Yes. So,
but you will feel it.
Yes.
Gobe takes you higher.
It's a neutralizer.
Charlie.
It's a stabilizer.
But which is your favorite Gobe joint?
Around Osu.
The expensive one, the one that when they give you Gobe 10 CDs, then you know that. Is it the Gobe that or this one they imported?
It's okay.
No, that one is customized.
It's customized
Yes,
Gobe.
yeah. But have you tasted the Doom Gobe before?
A Doom, no.
I haven't. Oh, around the
Charlie, University of Ghana, there's some Gobe joint big day.
Tetemame.
Oh, Charlie.
Delicious?
That Gary and Gobe. Yeah.
Tetemame and Ablajo
today. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow. My name is Johnny Hughes. I've been here with Helen Apia Mpofu and William Asiedu. Asoriba as well. 62 Olo has been producing from the back end. Janet Selwyn and DJ Phil and Isaac and Mr. Boyfriend Kone.
When I wake up in the morning,
Mobe.
and the cocoa is called.